So here we have the Virago 535 carb, all completely stripped down, stripped apart. It's been in the sonic cleaner. I'll give it each about 5 minutes or so. Put all the little bits and pieces in, and then I put the carbs in. Give the carbs at about 20 minutes. About every 5 minutes I'll turn them over. Give them 5 minutes on the side, and then back that way, and back that way, or whatever. You get the idea. So all the orifices are cleaned out, all the little holes, all the little jet holes and whatever. So they're all nicely cleaned out. We're on here drying now, so all the jets I put into a top of an aerosol, a cap of an aerosol, so I wouldn't lose them all inside. So they've all been in there. They've been in there for about 10 minutes or so. Bottoms all cleaned up. And here's an example. 15 minutes. These are before. I put a couple of XS650 tappet covers in. I had 4 of these. I put 2 of them in, and the 2 that have been in there for like 15 minutes turned out quite nice, really. All the shit just fell off of them. Well, I say fell off of them. I used a brush just to get the because somebody's painted these, but after they've been in the sonic cleaner for a while, the paint just come off. The paint just fell off. Lovely and clean now. So it does its job. And I've got to wait for all these lot to dry now. All the nuts and bolts, nuts and washers and God knows what else in the bag, so I can put them all back together. So I'll give these at least a couple of days to dry out fully. After using, I rinsed them out in hot water after I'd finished, so it gets rid of any of that chemical stuff. Yeah, so there you have it. That's all the Carbs Sonically cleaned and done, and tripod around the garage. So I'm not sure I'm going to. I should do it, or try and do a assembly of it, really. So if people take theirs apart, then I have to put them back together. But we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, that's the Virago 535 carbs all sonically cleaned and ready to go back together. Where I am at the moment with this Virago, this Diego here, is I've completely sonically cleaned the carbs, cleaned all them out and re-kitted them with new diaphragms, the lot and everything, and started it up yesterday, which took some doing. I had to use my jump leads because the battery which was in here it had gone a bit. It died a little bit. It had like 9 volts in it or whatever. So I managed to get it running, and took the cables off once it was running. And as soon as you give it a little bit of throttle, it would start backfiring and dying and God knows what else, and all that kind of stuff. So all that runs on the choke, and once it warms up, take the choke off and it ticks over. You can't do nothing with it. The minute you open it up, it starts backfiring. So I checked the stator wires, and all three of the stator wires, when you do the checks, they'll check out alright. They're all like 0.9 ohms or whatever between the three white wires here. But I get a reading from the stator wires to earth, which tells me the stator windings ain't a lot of cop in there. And I checked while the bike was running, I checked this live here from the regulator rectifier, this red one here. I was getting nothing out of that, so it's not charging at all. There's a rectifier regulator down there behind this lot. So I'll have to take that off and have a look and check the windings on that as well. I'll probably do that later today. But there's no charging system going on, so, and that makes me wonder, could that be the reason that it's backfiring like that? If it's only got 9 volts in the battery, and if I was running a XS650 of a PAMCO electronic ignition below 11 volts, it would do the same. It would start popping and backfiring. It wouldn't run right. So once I've charged the battery up, give that full 12 volt charge on that. It's a new battery as well. And what I'll do is I'll come back and run it again and see what the situation is there. So we're nearly there with this one. I did start cleaning. Well, there's another set of carbs actually. This set of carbs here is the ones I'm going to have to completely strip apart and rebuild, videoing it. Because I did start videoing that job on these two here, but I forgot to press record on the video. like a cunt. And it's awkward at the moment at home because she's indoors. She's been off for a while because of this pandemic and that, so it's difficult for me to start doing carb cleaning and rebuilding in the kitchen with her there, because she's a cleanaholic, if you know what I mean. And on this bike here, I've changed that headlight over to a PBF, is it? PBF? Permanent fixed beam or something? Is that what they're called? PBF? Bulb anyway. So a vintage sort of like style. Because the original one that I had in there, where's the other one? This one that I had in there, it's a Lucas one. Right, that was just too dim. Wasn't bright enough. Turn it on and it was like about 2 candle power coming out of that. So I took it out. I was going to put this one in, but I didn't like the look of it. It looks pretty ugly, and it's flat on the front, and I don't like it just looks too, I don't know, too shit. So I didn't bother put that one on. So I got myself a nice Lucas one there with a bulb in it and everything. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you saw the video when I was talking about the back tyre feeling a bit low, and it turned out it was only like 6.8 psi when I checked it with this is a tubeless tyre, and it was I took it out and poured water all around the rim, and there's little tiny bubbles appearing all the way around it. So I put a brand new inner tube in it, and it's still solid. So that's that. And this bike is completely finished now. I'm just waiting for maybe take it out a bit later on. I'm impressed with my light. My light's really bright now. Look at that. Low beam. Oh, that's high beam. Low beam. High beam. But keep it on low beam. Yeah, so I also I've been building this engine, which is been waiting for the pistons, which have now turned up, so I can carry on putting this engine together. I need to find some wrist pins. Use them. Yeah, so I can carry on building that engine, because that engine's going to be for the chop. And most of it done really. Just sort of find the other side casing on the other side. So that's what I'm going to get on with today. I'm just going to throw that together. I've left my tripod at home, so I can't really do much filming on this, to be honest. I mean, I've got enough videos of putting engines together, so I'm just going to get on with this. Wire the battery for that's charging up, and see how we go from there, I suppose. Right, there she is. I've finished for today. The old cold is getting through to me bones, so I need to go home and have a cup of tea, I think. That's the engine for the chop. That's all done, all completed, apart from the left hand side casing, which I'll get at some point or another, I expect. Yes, that's all good. Check the back tyre on my bike there, and that's still the same pressure as what it was yesterday, so I'm glad I ain't got to take that back wheel off again. That's a right pain in the arse. So that's all good and done. Battery for the Virago should be charged up now, so tomorrow I'll come and have a little look at this. It's like an ongoing saga, this bike. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to press the like button if you like the video. If not, give me a thumbs down. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Maybe be out on the bike on the next one. Don't know. See how warm it is tomorrow. If it's nice and warm tomorrow, I think I'll give the bike a little test run, and see how it goes from there.